Yo. There will never be a triple door for Lansky. Over my dead body. Because what do you do with the middle tile? It's insanity. We could actually totally add triple doors. It wouldn't actually be that hard. But I'm drawing a line somewhere. Probably have to stop at triple doors. Like, that we couldn't make any logic for quad doors. You're gonna mod it in day one. Workshop? Yeah, that's how we do it. You gotta rely on modders for your quality of life. But I am pretty intrigued by the idea of double tall doors. Doors that are 2 layers tall. Kind of intrigued by that idea. All right, I don't think we have any major errors, so here. All right, check this out. Check this out. Let's make a room. That's a room. Let's add some doors. We can do outer door airlocks. The auto tiler also understands inner doors. So light gray inner doors. And then we can draw the single door and then draw another door next to it. Bam, double doors. Get that double door action going. Easy, easy peasy. I'll consider triple doors. Look at that. We're just drawing doors. So it works. It's a little weird when you try to oh, there we go. It's a little weird when you try to draw a door on the outside. This is like technically invalid, so we'll have to. What we need is an invalid sprite, and especially when we do things like this, when we just draw endless doors, the system does not like this. We need a way of handling this. Non-convex corner doors. Oh my god, corner doors. Is that what I meant by 2x2? No, not double deep. Yeah, I'm talking about stacked doors, double stacked doors for like enormous like outer bay cargo doors. We could do that. There are a couple of issues. There's this really annoying, it's like really hard to see, but there's an outline missing here. It's the wall, isn't it? I would have thought it belongs to the floor. But the change in color tone at this transition makes me think that it's a wall issue. Infinidor. Yeah, being able to place a door on a corner is a little bit of an issue, but we can deal with that. We're leaning pretty heavily on the fact that this is a tool for me. So we're able to ignore some safeguards that we would otherwise need if this tool was more widely available to anybody. So eventually we'll get there. But yeah, I'm just happy we got door auto tiling working on any level. Yeah, that's satisfying. Tunnel doors. True, don't code anything you wouldn't use. Yeah. Yeah, I don't need to be super careful about what I can and can't draw, because I'm guaranteed, not guaranteed, but I'm likely to make well-formed ships, because that's like the deal. I'm not going to make degenerate ship designs. But eventually we'll want to add in a bunch of safeguards. Tall doors for people from the Netherlands. Yeah. Really tall doors. Like 5 or 6 meter tall doors. That should be enough. Degenerate ship design should be handled by the community. Exactly. That's the purview of the community, is degenerate ship designs. That's the real beauty of a single player game anyways. You really don't have to worry about degeneracy, because like you're just ruining the game for yourself if you do that sort of thing. Quick meeting. Good luck. Thanks for the lurk. All right, so what do we think is happening with this outline issue? I think somewhere we're checking to see if a tile is a wall or a floor, and we're not looking for doors. Is my inclination. In the wall layer, right? Yeah, I am. What's the issue right now? There's just a subtle outline problem with the door that's attached to the wall, or the wall that's attached to the door. The wall that's like butted up against the edge of the door that we can see. There's a slight outline missing. So I'm not going to put a ton of effort into finding it, but I would like to figure it out. And I have a suspicion that I understand what's happening, but I need to find it in code. So adjacent faces dimension. So we're looking at either the X or the Y wall. What is this bullshit? Oh, we're checking the floor type below us. Right. Yeah, this shouldn't be happening is the thing about it here. This weird phenomenon of where if I put a wall... Oh, it works here. Okay, so it's working out here. I mean, the auto tiler is not working, but that's fine. That's to be expected. Oh, that's probably why it's not working. It's because these are invalid doors. But if we go down here... You can't make doors that aren't covered by a ceiling. That's just a gate. It's not a door. There's nothing above it. But yeah, if we put a door here, does it happen on the outside? Okay, so it doesn't happen on the outside. That is curious. So the outline is correct here. But when we draw a door on the inside, we're missing this little sliver of an outline at the lower right corner of the door. Oh, what the F is this? Okay, yeah, no, that's the same part of the wall. Yeah, the wall is not doing this correctly. And the wall has a higher index than the floor, so I'm pretty sure it's the wall that's doing this, not the floor. Pretty sure. But I don't know, maybe. Let me double check some of the indexing stuff. We're doing windows after doors. We should eventually do windows. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Furlansky. Anyway, how's everyone's week going? Windows are going to be interesting. I haven't really thought of Windows at all yet. So, what could cause an issue with the wall that doesn't affect, with an inner wall that does not affect an outer wall? If op block and flag block is a door, otherwise, if it's a wall, otherwise, okay. Maybe we're recalculating this incorrectly. So this is kind of a hack, but this should work. It's kind of a hack, but this should work for now. Eventually, I want all of these flags. I want all of the applicable flags to be applied to a block. Like right now, we just pick the highest flag type, like door, wall, floor. Like a door or a wall is implied to have a floor. I want to actually add that flag to the blocks that has a floor flag and a wall flag. But we're not doing that right now because that would be a bit of a refactor. Furlansky, you got back to working on your app last night. Nice. You finally got pins on your map. Got like 2 pages to do, and then that's MVP finished. Sweet. Ship it. All right, this may or may not work. Let's see if this works. Let's see if this causes unintended consequences. Make a room. Nice room. And then let's start adding some doors. I did it. I fixed it. All right, outline is there. No missing outline anymore. Yeah, there was just a default case that was not being handled correctly. All right. You saw me contemplate the 1x5 door? Yeah. I was thinking about the triple door. The triple door is doable because our logic is based around these bit flag combinations, and it looks and it basically says, like, you know, is there a door on one side of us? Is there a door on both sides of it? Well, it doesn't actually check to see if there's a door on both sides of us, but it does check to see if there's a wall on both sides of us. So we could easily add a check to see if there's a door on both sides of us. Beyond that, we can't really do that check. So we can't really do a quad door because there would be no way to distinguish between the two inner components of the door. But we can do a triple door. A triple door is pretty low-hanging fruit now that I think about it. Except for drawing it. I would have to draw it. That'd be kind of insane. Don't feed the triple door demand. It won't stop there. Aren't you the triple door demander? You just telling me to ignore you? Does it have a use case? I mean, it's just a cooler, bigger door. The only thing is there would need to be, we'd need the scripting on like making it pathable would need to be a little more complicated. So how big is this file? It's 40 across. How big would a triple door need to be? Oh, the other thing is the triple door animation would be so long. I mean, the bigger the door, there's an advantage to having bigger doors, which is that the door cannot be easily blocked. Like if there's a single door, an enemy or a player character could block the door with just their own body. They could just hold the door by themselves. But the bigger the door, the harder it is to hold. So it makes sense to like put bigger doors in front of like more crucial systems. Like the reactor room might have a double or a triple door. Hodor. Is a double door just cosmetically different to a single door, or would it actually bottleneck people moving? Like they walk through each other? I mean, it would have the opposite, where they would actually have more options to pass through because there are 2 tiles they could walk through. However, they have to wait longer for the double door to be open. Because it takes twice as long. It takes more than twice as long for the double door to open than the single door does. So it's much more of a burden to get through here because it's just a much longer animation than the single door animation. The triple door would be an even more exaggerated version of that. Although the triple door would have the advantage of that when it was part way open, you could squeeze through the middle tile. The double door doesn't have that advantage. The double door would need to be fully open before people could walk through either tile. So the triple door in many ways would be more convenient than the double door. I may or may not work on that. But we don't have people walking people yet. True. But I've already done a prototype of people walking around the ship. So I'm not super concerned about that part. If I make a triple door, I kind of want to do it now because it's door week. The only other thing I was thinking about working on was fixing some various systems that we've broken in our latest refactor, like the tile snapshot stuff, like the tile saving system. So that's kind of the only options that we have to work on right now is, excuse me, fix stuff you've actually broken him. Triple door scope creep. Feel like double door should allow moving through it at about 2/3 of the animation. Maybe we'll tune that. We'll tune that, Cubus. We could even make it relative to like, I don't know. We could even tie it into the movement cost of the tile in the pathfinding system. So I don't know. We could do a number of things. Because, yeah, the point of the door isn't necessarily just make them better each time. It's to provide different constraints, some of which are negative. Like, having to defend a triple door is hard, but it's easier to move through than a double door. So, like, there are benefits to having a triple door. Where did I put the saving stuff? Okay, here, restore tile snapshot, tile map snapshot. So here's our tile map snapshot problem, which is that we were previously just saving the tile map data for the one tile map layer that we had and then reconstituting it. Oh, no, we didn't have the one layer. We had a bunch of layers. So first ship layer in ship deck.get children, ship layer.tilemap data is tilemap snapshot slice tilemap data. Okay, so we were slicing out different tilemap data. We can go back to doing that. So we can actually probably get the tilemap snapshot working pretty easily because structurally it's the same as it used to be. It just needs to account for the larger number of layers we have. Because now we have multiple layers per type, block type. Now we have 3 wall layers per deck. You know, we have 3 floor layers per deck. Triple door, open the floodgates. Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of down to draw the triple door today. I don't totally want to work on the snapshot system. And that's kind of the only other thing that I have to work on. Let's look at the code for a second. Because I feel like this is going to be pretty easy. Like layer count, layer sizes, tile map data. We would need an additional variable for like deck count. Oh no, deck count is hard coded. Well, no, we should still, it might not be hard-coded in the future, so we should still probably add a deck count. So there'd be a deck count, a layer count, layer sizes. I don't think there need to be a deck sizes array. Maybe there should be. By your calculations, if it took 2 days to get triple doors committed to, I think we can be on to quintuple doors by next week. Yeah. This time we're going to be smarter about animating the triple door, right? Right? No, I don't think so. It's doubtful. It's doubtful, Cubus. I kind of have a process for animating doors. It's definitely not good. And it's part of why I did all of the door animation off stream. I didn't want to be made fun of. We can try to do it better this time. Yeah, I think maybe we'll work on the save system tomorrow, and we'll make some doors today. We'll make one more set of doors. Or we might not even work on the save system tomorrow. We might end up having to spend tomorrow on the doors as well. But this is door week. I wrote it in the YouTube description, so it's a fact. This is still door week. So we should probably stick to working on doors. Next week can be fix all the systems that we broke week. Like our cutaway system, our undo redo system, our save and load system. Next week can be fix our broken systems week that we refactored into Oblivion. Because yeah, I don't think this is gonna be that hard. I think we just need to retool it a little bit. Because it's a really good save and loading system. It's really simple in that it just stores the tile map data as a packed byte array and then just splices it back out as it's needed. The only thing it doesn't have is diffs, which would be pretty cool. Digital door, ILIAD. Yeah. Like layer the door frames over the rest and just move one door layer, then erase what sticks out. Yeah, we might do that. The thing is, I don't know if you've seen this, but we've kind of changed our opinion about how the door frames work, Cubus. So like, here's the old way of doing it, which is I call the fixed outline way, which is where the door opens and the outlines don't move. The outlines are like static and the door opens along because you can see the outlines on the top and the bottom don't really move. We just recede along them. I don't love this. So instead of doing this, it's nice because it has a certain visual stability to it, but it doesn't feel like the doors are moving as much. Like they don't feel as physical. So I came up with an alternative, which I'm calling the loose outline way of doing it. And this time, the whole outline moves with the door. And I like this. There's a physicality to this that I really like. It's bouncier because you're watching the outlines bounce, which I don't love. But I like the door feels like it's a big slab that that's just pulling back into the walls. So I think I prefer this way of doing it. Or just extend the one door since that already has the center. Even easier to just slide. Yeah, we'll see. Let's see what we end up doing. Only need to clean up the corners. Yeah, I mean, that's how we end up doing it. We just end up grabbing the whole door and just moving it and then drawing additional detail. Oh. I just saw something that's not good. Oh, is there still a single frame of this where the outline is half as long as it's supposed to be? Did I not fix that? No, I did fix that. What the F? Oh, I fixed it there, but not here. Okay, easy. Easy to deal with. Loving this Fallout 4 music right now. Yeah, I'm playing a chill jazz station this morning. It felt good. I actually think it's technically... No, yeah, it's chill jazz. Yeah. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's a chill kind of day. All right, so how big does this sprite need to be? Thinking it needs to be 60 across. And it needs to be taller. We're just gonna do 60 by, what was it? 40 by 34. We'll do 60 by 44. Get our palette in here. I should actually maybe do a little more looking at how the sizing should be before we dive into this. Let's compare the single door to the double door. The single door is 24 by 30. The double door is 40. So it's got, what, an extra 16 in it? Width-wise. And it's got an extra 4 height-wise. (24 by 30 versus 40 by 34). So then this should actually be 56 by 38. Let's change that. 56 by 38. That should be right. So let's start with the frame. So we can just copy from here. The lower left frame, and then we just draw it out. We're doing the triple door, you know. It was said it couldn't be done, but we're gonna do it. Wow, look at that. I guessed the size perfectly the first time. Magic. This is like maybe too bouncy for Amazing Grace right now. Wait, that doesn't look right. Maybe I didn't do it right the first time. Oh, yeah, no, it's fine. There we go. Oh, wait, that's not right. There we go. I know how to do this. I know what I'm doing. Anyone who says otherwise doesn't know what they're talking about. Oi, give me this color. There we go. All right, so now we have to figure out what we want the center line to be. A Labrador, yeah. Those are for when you have a cargo ship transporting doors. You need a Labrador retriever to get the doors and move them in and out of the cargo bay. It'll be one of those like Boston Dynamic robots. So what is this? So where's the dividing line usually between the doors? 1, 2. So here it's the second one. Maybe here it should be the third one. Would that be consistent? That's every other one. So this would be the dividing line, maybe? Maybe we want it to be a little different. No, this is probably good. Like this? That should be the dividing line. It's chonky, but it's probably correct. Oh, it doesn't go down, it just goes straight across. I think that's okay. I think that's consistent. I think that outline looks okay. Got a dip. No worries, Cubus. Thanks for hanging out. There might be, we might have more of an edge here than otherwise. I kind of like this. I kind of like this short version of it we got here. Or not short, but like jagged. I think this matches up really nicely. Cubus is gone, so we don't have to do our workflow doesn't have to be good. Which is lucky for us. We need to make a new folder. Doors. New folder. Triple. Can't be stopped. Oh, I see an issue. Cubus gone. Sliding animation goes out the window just like that. I mean, we'll do a sliding animation. We're just not going to pretend that we have a good workflow. We're going to acknowledge our horrible goblin-like workflow that we use. I like this. I like this as a basic frame over the second. So we widen the outlines as we get bigger to try to suggest the chunks. It's just chunkier. And we also, for the single door, there's like a vertical part and then the diagonal part and then another vertical part. And the vertical parts are like much bigger on the single door. And then they get smaller on the double door. And then they're just going to be non-existent on the triple door. The triple door is just going to be these jagged things. I'm actually kind of down with this. We gotta pick where we're gonna put the put these little guys. Probably here. So this is going to be regular. This is regular, right? Yeah. So this is going to be regular outer door. I'm not going to bother doing a loose outline and a fixed outline. I'm committed to the loose outline, so I'm not even going to write that down here. And then, so what we need here, we need to duplicate this. And this is going to be the flipped outer door. I'm going to start by doing both the frames. For Lansky, any chance we get some deadbolt bars like a safe door when it opens? Oh, maybe. We could have, I mean, right now we just have flat texture when the door is like partway open like this for the inner mechanisms, but we could do some cool stuff with these flat spaces that we have. We could show gears or like just moving things in here. I'm taking a very minimalist approach to the initial forms of these things, but we can get pretty crazy eventually. Okay, so for the outline, we need to pretty much erase most of this. All right, so now we're doing the opposite. So we start from between the third and the fourth section. Start here. So we start here and we draw a line here. Okay, so that's the pattern. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. I haven't run into that pattern before. Each direction kind of gets its own unique pattern. It's kind of cool. Clean is fine. You're just seeing how far you can push your luck now. Yeah, fair. Okay, So the naive thing to do is to just do this. Just double up this line. And then do it again. How's this one look again? This was stacked. Oh, this was shifted over by one. Oh, I didn't do that. How would I do that? It'd be like this. Yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Like this. No, this is the angle we have to do it, I think. Hey, Fody. Oh, redeem the stretch. Thank you. Thank you, Fody. Welcome back. Sounds like you had a fast meeting. Just all we can ever hope for. So this is not going to be... So just doing this is not a thick enough outline. I think we got to do this and also draw it down one, like this. Or do we want it to be on the other side? It needs to be thicker. This outline is not thick enough. I don't think. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, you might not be able to do better than this, though. The thing is, I have to pick a side, basically. I have to pick a side to add the extra details to. You know, maybe I just drew this wrong. I see. Oh, I drew this too far over? Oh, I drew this at the wrong angle. Because there's 3 here and 3 here. This one has 4 here and 3 here. So I just did the whole thing wrong. I was like, why is this not correct? This is why I did most of this offline. It's embarrassing. I don't even know how to draw doors. All right, this is it. Okay, and this is crazy. So this is 3, 2, 5 over 2, 5 over 2, 5 over 2. Okay, this is pretty wild. So this is the outline. I think this is the correct outline. I just maybe need to shift it over by 1. I guess that's why you previously had the vertical sections in the smaller doors. Yeah, it was to give me a nice... It was giving a nice shape. So we're going to slide this over by 1, but otherwise I'm pretty happy with it. I think this will do all right. Is it balanced is the question. The answer, I think, is no. Oh, maybe it is. No, maybe it is balanced. If it's missing anything, it's just this. This looks fine. It's a little chunk. It's a little chunkier than the other side. That's fine. That's kind of the way this goes, is the angle just looks better from one direction than the other. There's really no way around that. Yeah, this matches up pretty nicely, I think. I'm happy with this, reasonably. As happy as you can be. I obsessed about the other 2 doors for like a week, and I ended up going kind of crazy. So I'm kind of just trying to appreciate that, you know, they're going to look a little weird from one angle or the other. You're not going to get it perfect from both angles. And I am okay with that now. Yeah, this looks nice. It looks sharp. It looks like the equivalent of this one. I just add the little lights, the little door, the like. This is a door light. I think that goes here. Yeah, it does. Same here. And that's it. That's the 2 sides of the door. So are these in the middle? Maybe. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, they're in the middle. All right, that's the easy part done. Now we got to animate this. Here's where it gets fun. How many frames is this going to have? Because the single had 9, the double had 18. Is this going to have 27 frames of animation? think it will. Oh, okay. This door is going to take like 8 seconds to open. But I think that's cool. I think closing a blast door like this should be a really serious decision. I think if you're like, we have to close this door, I think that should take time. It should take preparation. Should take serious consideration if you're going to close a big door like this. Like if you're going to close a little door like this, whatever. This door opens in, let's see. Let's actually see how long we set it up for. So the single door opens in 2 seconds, which feels slow. That's definitely slower than an FTL door. And we can tune these numbers, but I like 2 seconds. So like it's a you gotta stop and wait for it for a second, but it's not a big deal. The double door takes 4.5 seconds to open. Which again, I think is reasonable. Yeah, the next door is gonna take like 9 or 10 seconds to open. It's gonna be wild. But you'll be able to walk down the middle of it is available to you early. Yes, that's a good point. That's a good point for Lansky. You'll actually be able to move through the triple door faster than the double door. That's true. That's true. Hopefully there will be some of those really nice cinematic moments where someone squeaks by the door right as it's closing. Where you try to time the maneuver. Hopefully there will be some nice clutch moments like that. All right, let's go back to the regular door. I'm gonna animate the regular door first. The Indiana Jones door dive, reaches back for their hat. Yeah, exactly. Or the I was thinking more the Geordie LaForge like dive roll that he would do underneath the engineering doors anytime he'd close the doors. Like anytime that happened, he'd do some kind of ridiculous door like dive underneath them. All right, we got ads in a minute. I'm going to take a quick break for ads because I've still got some of my breakfast left, and then we'll get to animating these. Appreciate everyone hanging out this morning. I woke up really late, so I didn't get to finish my breakfast before the stream started. All right. We'll be right back. Give me 3 minutes. 3 minutes for a triple door. All right, we're back. I'm really enjoying my like smooth jazz, like Seinfeld, like 90s, like soundtrack here. Recently learned that the slap bass in the Seinfeld intros is a synthesizer, which upsets me, but I can live with it. All right, so we're just gonna slide over the 2 door segments, and then we're gonna fill in the details on a second pass. It's got plenty very good non-mini covers though. That's a good point. That's a good point. All right, so we slide it over. And we grab this one. I'm hoping I can do this a lot faster now that I've done this quite a few times. Yeah, you also didn't know it was a synth. It is a little upsetting. Hey, Venomweed. Oh, still need work. We got the second cohort coming in. How's it going? How's your week been? We're making a triple door by popular demand. How did this end up happening? Oh, like this. Let me show you what we've been doing though. We can auto tile doors now. So we can draw a single door. That's an outer door, like a airlock. We can draw an inner door. It just figures it out. We can also, bam, draw a double door. Just put another door next to your door. Yo, dog, I heard you like doors. It's beautiful. So we're adding a triple door as kind of the piece de resistance because we were pressured into it. But it's doable. Our logic system can handle a triple door, and that's about it. Look at that. So many doors. Kind of breaks if you try to do a triple door right now, but that's fine. It's still no layers. No, we don't. hold the door. Yeah. Yeah, it's really nice. I just want to finish this last door. We don't draw these with layers, Venom. Layers are for chumps. There's actually very little to do. This is a very simple composition, so I'm not super concerned, but I acknowledge my failings as a person. So we're just grabbing this whole thing and moving it over. It's like pretty straightforward. No, there we go. He wasn't pressured. Yeah, I definitely was not pressured. I definitely wasn't cajoled into doing this. But how's everyone doing? It's great out here. We're having our actual summer. We're having our 2 weeks of summer out here that we get in San Francisco. And it could not have come at a better time. There's like a big music festival this weekend. Big free music festival that I'm going to be at instead of doing Ludum Dare, sadly. But it's going to be worth it because the weather is going to be fucking perfect for it. It's like a 30-minute walk from my house, too, which is pretty awesome. Messed up that marquee tool. There we go. What will it take to not pressure him into using layers? Feels like winter here. Oh, that's too bad. Look, I'll use layers sometimes if it's warranted. This gets easier the further I go because I just don't have to be as careful about the selection layer stuff. But yeah, should I have drawn each half of these doors on separate layers? Yes. Did I? No. Should I have done that? Absolutely. Will I do that next time? Doubtful. Triple doors took 2 days of not pressuring, so maybe next week. Yeah, haven't we been not pressuring him for months? You don't not pressure like I not pressure. 2 days for triple doors. You're just that good. Yeah, there's an art form to not manipulating me into doing something. It's tricky. This is also only like kind of hard to do the first few frames. It just gets easier and easier. Cubus is not here is the real reason. We were about to start this and Cubus was like, I'm out. And I'm like, well, I don't have to do this correctly then. My workflow guru isn't here. I just do whatever I want. Cubus, why you left? Yeah, this is Cubus's fault, really. Look, it's fine. We only have to do 27 frames of animation, and we only have to do it twice, once for each side. It's gonna be easy. I hate that. I hate that when I grab the selection box. That's fine. Bonk. It is a lot easier as this goes on, so I really don't have to be as careful. Yeah, you forgot it was twice. Yeah. Can you just do one of the single doors in layers just for science? Look, I've already done the single doors 4 times. I'm not going to do it one more time just for science. And the nice thing is, once I'm done here, we're just done. That's just it. That's just it for doors, man. Okay, I think I did this selection a little bit wrong here, but we're just gonna YOLO it here. So up 1 and over 1. Yeah, okay, I did that a little wrong. All right, now we got to worry about the side here. It's gonna be like this. Now we have to do the only hard part, which is to draw the second outline. So 1, 2, 3. You just have to draw this inner line here. How are we going to do this? That's not a good example. Where's the other one? Just want to see how much time you're saving by doing them frame by frame. Yeah, true. If we can talk them into quad doors. You can't do it. This game is just missing quad doors. We can't do quad doors, okay? We don't have the logic system to handle quad doors. We can't handle the quad doors. Okay, interesting. So this is matched up here? No, it's not. This is offset by 1. That makes sense because it's shifted up. So we just need to do the same thing. So, so we do like this. That looks a little weird, but I think it's technically correct. If I move this out by 1, might be a little better. Maybe we ignore this part here. Maybe we ignore this part here. Maybe we just do it like this. Yeah, that looks cleaner. So we get rid of this, get rid of this, do this, like that. That looks way cleaner. So we don't have any vertical segments to this. There's no, here there's some vertical sections. Anytime there's an angle change, I do like a line here. This cross beam thing that separates the different angled surfaces. It's easier to see on this one. So we're just not going to have those on the triple door. The triple door is just going to be straight up. I kind of like that. I think that's okay. So let's fix that here. You imagine all the possibilities with quad doors. Yeah, that's what it's really missing. The logic can't handle quad doors. Sounds like a bug we need to fix. Literally unplayable. Yeah. Oh no, we've already got a Steam review. Look, the door segment counts its neighbors, okay? It can tell whether there's a wall next to it or a door next to it. But it's only got the two sides. So we're not gonna have it figure out, you know, what its neighbor's neighbor is, because that's the mark of chaos. That's heresy. Doing anything like that. Is this right? No, this is off by 1. Okay, so we need to add this line work here. No, we went too far. How is there a transition here like this? There's something wrong. I did something wrong somewhere. It's right here. Oh no, I made it worse somehow. Two, one, two, one. Okay, here it is. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's it. Yeah, I think that's consistent now. Not really. Not here. It's not consistent, but that's okay, because that's correct. All right, we did it. You mean it just needs to check its neighbor if both door easy quad door? No, if both door neighbor triple door. You know, you want to write the door depth search to calculate door width. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, you're on it for Lansky. You're on it. We'll add that logic and we'll see what door we end up with. How about that, Venomweed? Because that logic is not currently in the game. We just have a double door check. So why is this a little funky? Oh, because I haven't changed this pattern yet. Here we go. We need to add a little chef's kiss like lighting here as the door opens, but I don't necessarily want to do that right now until we know for sure that this is the final shape of the door. You make infinite width door logic. That's true. That's true. We could just make an arbitrary length door check. Okay, Venom Weed will draw the doors for me. And the problem for us now is we're going to need to draw 2x2 and 3x2 doors if we want to support the multiple layer door thing, which we might not support for some time. That'll probably be a far in the future kind of deal. But, you know, get your feature requests in early. Because it's going to be a long ride here. Yeah, here's where this part gets like starts to get just like super easy. Really just those first few frames that are hard. Last 20 frames will just roll by like nothing. Feature request quad doors. Feature request quintuple doors. Ship made of only doors. Yeah, that seems doable. Just pray to the door lord that we're able to do this. The door game. We'll see. We'll see if we'll see how the next few like game jam themes turn out, right? Just try to finish this coffee before it just goes completely cold. Door is going to take an actual age to open. It's too funny. So I don't think you can... Actually, because of the way we made this teeth, I don't think you're actually going to be able to get through this door super quickly. But maybe we'll fudge it, depending on how the character looks. If we had had more vertical space in the door, it would have been easier. But I'm kind of okay with that. It'll still be probably relatively easy to pass through. Maybe you duck, I don't know. Oh, I see something weird. No, that's not weird, that's normal, okay. Okay, what's happening now? Hey, any of you know if Godot lowers resolution automatically based on screen resolution or not? As in if you set default to 4K and then run it on an HD screen. Sprite resolution, yeah, that. Just a lower sprite resolution of that. There's a scale setting that lets you determine whether it scales sprites or just the viewport. Yeah, so you want to go... So if you're doing sprite, if you're doing pixel art, you want to go into your project settings. You want to do a couple of things. You probably already know about changing the default texture filter to nearest so that you get just crisp pixels no matter what. And then you want to go to window. You decide whatever your viewport width is anyway. I always recommend 360 because it scales perfectly to every other resolution. But down here, you're looking at stretch. So you do stretch mode, viewport, you keep the aspect, and you scale mode to integer. I guess you technically don't need to keep the aspect, but you definitely need to make it viewport, and you need to make it scale mode integer. That way it's always crisp, and it'll always be a multiple, so it'll always look correct. Not pixel art, it's hand drawn. Well, any system in which you want to retain resolution. Well, maybe you don't want to do the nearest texture filtering thing, but for the viewport scaling stuff, if you want to retain the design resolution, that's how you do it. Yeah, exactly. So those are the settings to mess with. But whatever works for you. You probably don't need to worry about an integer. If it's hand-drawn art, you probably don't need to worry about an integer scale mode, but the stretch mode is probably pretty important. Canvas is like the more free-form one. That will start changing things resolution if you use a canvas stretch mode. You think it still renders them in full resolution before scaling though? Yeah, probably. I don't know. The viewport stuff is like magic to me. Like the stuff we were able to achieve in mini delivery with just a sub viewport is like incredible. Just get that PS1 graphic look. Hey, Aragon. Oh yeah, for down-resing, I don't know how that works. I also don't know what the performance cost is. You should profile that before worrying about it too much. How's it going, Adagon? Ready for LD? We've gone door crazy over here. We can auto tile doors now. So we can draw single or double doors just live while building stuff. Either interior or exterior doors. So we've gone a bit door crazy, and so we're working on a triple door, because right now the triple door doesn't work. But we're adding a triple door, and then hopefully that slates our door hunger here. Our hunger for ever more complicated doors. Nice, you got store. We are not making quad doors after this. You're doing score chasers? Hell yeah, I'm gonna watch that. I can't do LD this time. There's a big music festival this weekend that is like too important to me. So I'm gonna miss it. I'm very upset about it. But the weather's too perfect. And I go to this event every year, so I can't not. Big 3D music festival. It's free. It's 100% free. It's like too good. We're not worthy. But yeah, that'll be cool. I can't wait to see what comes out of this. I saw a YouTube video for like the release version of Tristram, which was, I know, was a last LD game. LD game from 55. So that was cool to see. Bad Cop was supposed to be the host, but was busy. Bip and Bits released that? I think so. I saw a release video on YouTube for it. Good for them. Didn't look like a huge difference, but what happened here? Oh, did I just do the same frame twice? I did. I hate myself. Can I make a new frame and then undo? No. Forgot to make a new frame before animating it. Classic. Classic blunder. Buying a bunch of PC parts at the moment, so you can move off of doing everything on a laptop. That's good. I did that over the summer. I had a bit of an issue with the initial build. My memory was like really unstable, but I picked up a new set of memory sticks this week. Put them in. System is faster and way more stable now, so it has less capacity, but I went from 64 gigs down to 32, but I'm fine with that. It's kind of stupid to have like a 4080 Super and a 7950 X3D and all this shit that I have in this computer, and I'm only ever using A-Sprite, Godot, or like playing Factorio. That's like all I do. This enormous machine. I have been playing Frostpunk 2, and Frostpunk 2 is awesome. So I've been enjoying playing that at like max graphics. Let's see here. All right, now we start erasing this part. That doesn't totally make sense. That's what's happened here, but I guess it actually does. Yeah. You didn't buy a graphics card, though. You gotta have the graphics card. Gotta have my graphics. I think we even have the same laptop, Atagon. It's like the Razer 15-inch. Okay, so now we're actually like withdrawing into the wall. We're finally at that point. I have to pay a little more attention to what we're doing. You don't play any games that require too much graphics. That's a good reason. Getting a decent GPU just so you can multi-stream more. Yeah, exactly. I went for the 4080 Super because even though it was like $1,000, going a little, even just a little lower, you weren't saving that much money. It was like $700-800 or something for the next one down. But the next one up, a 4090, is like $2,000. So I was like as I looked up through the 4070 Ti or whatever, 4080 Super, as I was looking through those, each one was like $100 more than the last one. And then it went up to the 4090 and it was like $2,000. And I was like, no, I cannot. So I stopped at the 4080 Super. And I think that'll do me over for a long time here. Just don't get AMD, I guess, would be the only important thing to not do. Oops. $4070 Ti Super, that's a good choice. That's a good choice, I think. That's a more reasonable choice. Yeah, multi-streaming is good. I use hardly any resources to multi-stream right now. I'm like at 4K on the YouTube side. And I'm running stuff on top of it, like the NVIDIA broadcast stuff, and doesn't seem to be bothered by any of it. You want to do one more build alongside GTA 6 hitting PC, then you'll probably just go back to console when that one gets old. Yeah, GTA 6 is not a bad motivator. GTA 6 only getting released on console for the first. That I would be shocked, but honestly, I guess I'm not as shocked as I should be if GTA really came to console first. That'd be kind of insane. But maybe they do it. Maybe they do it. Oof, they've confirmed it'll be available on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series XS. However, there's no mention of a PC release. I don't think it'll take them. GTA 7 needs to take place in the GTA, the Greater Toronto Area. How have they not done that? What an oversight. But yeah, they'll be selling GTA 6 for what, the next 15 years, so there's time. Bought a PS5 when you last needed a new controller, ready for GTA 6. You'll do a new build when it hits PC, then you'll pack it all in. Okay, then you'll be done. Yeah, that's crazy that buying a whole new console is a better deal than just buying a controller. But I believe it. We're pretty late in the console cycle, right? Console cycles almost don't mean anything anymore now that there's like these updates, there's like these pros and like these updates within a generation of console. Kind of insane what we're having to put up with nowadays. I have an S, but like I don't really use it for anything. I use it as like an entertainment system more than anything else. And if I got an X, it would honestly be just for the Blu-ray player. Almost started animating the same frame twice. Caught myself. You're a PS5 controller, man. 60 pounds for a new one, or 275 pounds for the PS5. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Why didn't I mean you could have just gotten a Pro. You could have gotten a waited for the PS5 Pro. That would probably be better suited to GTA 6. I don't know how affordable those are though. I am not a PlayStation man. The only PlayStation I ever owned was a PS3, which it was a great time to own a PlayStation because the indie game scene on the PlayStation at that time was incredible. Like I remember playing Everyday Shooter by Jessica Mack and a bunch of other great games, like all the pixel junk games. Gonna snooze the ads because we gotta wrap up in the next like 10 minutes or less. I think I can finish these animations by then. Yeah, Flower, Journey. There were so many good PS3 indie games. Can't even think of them all right now. It'll support the base PS5 because they've been working on GTA 6 for like a bajillion years, but yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm skeptical playing any flagship game made late in a console cycle. I don't really believe. Really enjoying this jazz station today. We're almost done. We're almost done with the 27 frames. And then I'm gonna have to run. I got a meeting right at 10. Pick radio station. You can do it for landscape. You're only gonna get like 5 minutes of it. Oh, if you play on a full HD TV, I wouldn't worry about it for landscape. I mean, I've had like a 4K TV for like 7 years. So if you're still on full HD, I think you're fine. I think this is the command. There's a sort of a list of oh, that's what you want. You want to request this station on the next stream. Yeah, that's okay. I'm willing to honor that. All right, pre-rolls are on because I keep snoozing the ads, but we're wrapping up in 5 minutes anyway, so I think we'll be okay. Oh, F. There we go. I will honor that request for Lansky. Taking your points. I took your points. I took your channel points. You're committed. You're locked in to your request here. We're so close to being done. You just have to do this again tomorrow for the other side. Should be fine. It should only take like an hour. All right, last frame here. Pop. All right, that's it, I think. looks pretty reasonable. It takes fucking ages, but that's what we expect. Yeah, it should be fine. The other door should be easier. We do need to light this door. We need to do the little lighting thing at the beginning, like we do here. We have a little, each door has a little bit of lighting, like a little lighting trick at the little juice. A little lighting juice at the beginning when it opens. We'll add that in tomorrow too. And we'll do the other one. We'll do the second door. That'll be hard just because all the frames have been made already. So I'll just have to be really good about copying everything over. But I gotta run. This has been awesome. Appreciate everyone hanging out. Tomorrow will be our chill jazz Friday. Finish painting the doors. Door painting party here. We'll finish the triple door. And then we'll fiddle around probably a little bit, but not do much else. And then next week will be Fix All the Broken Systems week. It'll be great. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. And I hope you all have a great weekend. Happy Ludum Dare to everyone observing. And I'll see you next time.